Michael Nagy here with Jiggy Jag TV and DiscoveringBands.com. And for everyone watching, if you can share this video on my channel and help support the awesome bands I do. Today I'm here with the winner. How you doing?
Awesome. Hey, Michael.
Hi, Michael.
Everything's fine. Having a little cold, but everything good. How are you?
Doing good, doing good.
Awesome.
You want to start off and give us a little history about the band? Tell us how the band formed?
Well, it happened last February 2020. Raul and I were before in different bands and everything. But he called me and he told me like, hey, are you in a band or something serious? And I was like, not really. Okay, so let's hang out. Of course, it was all before the lockdown. So we hang out and, you know, he had an idea. So, okay. And one thing bring to another. And that's how it started.
Awesome. And you're going to be releasing your debut album, Astral, soon, right?
Yeah, on March. It's the due date we have on mind, you know. Hopefully we can finish it by that day.
And the songs you've released so far, are all those songs going to be on the record?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going with some singles, but of course on the album it's going to be more songs.
And you want to tell us a little about the themes and topics of the album?
Well, actually, Raul writes a lot of occult things, Lovecraft and everything. And
it's about horror movies and Lovecraft stuff, the occult.
yeah, you know,
Like that.
and that's we start gathering stories. You know, sometimes it's personal experiences
Nightmares.
and nightmares, stuff like that, and you turn them into a song. You start playing, rehearsing, and if people like it, it's good to go, and it's perfect.
And what got you into the style of music of goth rock?
Well, I started when I was a teenager. You know, when back in the day when MTV used to play music videos, way back. And you know, around 3 or 4 a.m. I mean, if you're a teenager, you wake up at that hour, no problems. And they used to play more dark, more non-popular music. You know, more like well, at least here in Mexico, like Bauhaus, Sisters of Mercy, Nine Inch Nails. You get the idea. And I started like, okay, that's music you don't hear in the radio, here in my city, regular. It's not songs like you can find in a record store back then easily. And then one friend from Mexico City, he arrived to my city and he brought himself a CD with a lot of goth music. And I was like, hey, I know those bands. I heard them when I was a kid. Yeah, I heard them. And then he started sharing me more and more music. And then I was hooked up to it. And I was like, wow, this is really nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Little ones.
See.
Yeah, well,
When I started,
there was this bar,
yeah, I was
the Iguanas bar here in my city.
and there was some time of the maybe
Around
by
midnight.
they used to play some Peter Murphy and Sisters of Mercy, and that
He started to like the songs, you know. He went there and he saw the people dancing and everything, and he was like, hey, this is interesting. So as again, one thing led to the other, and he started well on his side, but that's how he started into goth music.
Awesome. So now
Yeah.
you're releasing this album in March. What are your plans after that?
Well, hopefully, we hope that all this lockdown and COVID, it's over, so we can start playing, you know, live shows and everything. I mean, that's what we hope. But in case if it doesn't happen, we're gonna still maybe do some live sessions, you know, like transmission, like right now on Facebook, Instagram, etc. And keep playing and recording more songs, maybe some covers, maybe doing a single about 2-3 songs. But the idea is to keep playing and continue.
Awesome. Now, if
Yeah.
people want to look you up online, find your music on social media, how do they do that?
Well, they can search Deliverance MX. So it could be easier also in the Bandcamp, Spotify, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Bandcamp also, Deliverance or Deliverance MX, and the Google search is gonna find you right away. Like first click, it's gonna be us.
Cool. Yeah, I know we had just discussed earlier. You go by Deliverance and Deliverance MX, right?
Yeah, it's the same. It's but it's all sometimes because their songs and named Deliverance, so it's kind of easier to put Deliverance MX for the band, you know. So that's just the reason of it.
And what does the MX stand for?
Mexico.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're from Mexico, so Deliverance MX, you know.
Oh, makes sense.
Oh, it's nice. Okay.
And how did you come up with the name Deliverance to begin with?
Because I'm a big fan of The Mission. And then that song, I love that song, that Deliverance. That's why.
That's, yeah, pretty short story. He loved the song, like, okay, I like it. Let's go. Do you like it? Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
And tell us some of your other influences.
The Mission, Sisters of Mercy, Fields of the Nephilim, Fashion Play, Whispers in the Shadows, Nosferatu.
Yeah.
Many 90s stuff.
And for me, I also like really alternative rock. You know, I'm a big fan of Rush. So besides the God music, I hear Rush, Jeff Beck, Frank Zappa, Niacin, you know, those kind of bands and more alternative rock, which I really like too much. So we kind of mix everything together, and sometimes it gets a little different, and we like to experiment with that.
Cool. And then can't forget to mention Sansombre, because that's how you saw my video.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, that's how I found in the on Reddit.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I knew your channel. I was like, oh, this is awesome. That's pretty cool. Huh? I've seen some of your interviews. Yeah, interviewed some pretty interesting bands. That's really good.
Well, thanks. Yeah, just try and help and get the word out about underground bands, and I mix in some well-known bands to get people to the channel. So.
Oh, that's awesome that you're doing it. It's awesome.
Yeah. Well, I look forward to what you guys have coming up in the future, and it was great talking with you. And everyone, look them up.
Yeah, thanks. If you can hear anything on YouTube, as we told before, YouTube, Instagram, Bandcamp, Spotify, Deliverance or Deliverance MX, and we're gonna be there. And you share the music if you like our music. Share it with your friends. We'll really appreciate it.